Question 7. The distance from the Earth to the Sun is 1.496 times 10 to the power 11 meters. The speed of light is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Part A. Show that, correct to 3 significant figures, light will take 0.139 hours to travel from the Sun to the Earth. Okay, so this has given you a distance in standard form, it has given you a speed in standard form, and it wants to know how long something will take. This question will be impossible if you do not know the formula speed equals distance over time. If you find it difficult to remember this formula, think of how fast you are going in a car. So if you're traveling at 30 miles per hour, that is distance over time. 30 miles, the distance, per hour, the time. That may help you remember the order of the formula. Now for part A, I need to show how long light will take to travel, so I need the time aspect of the formula. So I've multiplied here both sides of the equation by time, and on the next step I have divided both sides of the equation by speed. So time equals distance divided by speed. Some people remember it using a formula triangle, and if that works for you, that's great. So the time it takes for the light to reach the Earth will be the distance, which we take from the question, 1.496 times 10 to the power of 11 meters, divided by the speed of light in meters per second. So it's a distance divided by the speed, which is 3 times 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Now the question wants the answer in hours, and I've got it here in meters per second. So on this line here, when I multiply it by 60, I change it from meters per second to meters per minute, because there's 60 seconds in a minute. When I multiply it by 60 again, I change it from meters per second to meters per minute to meters per hour. And then if you enter this sum into your calculator, you will get 0.139 hours, as long as you can round it correctly. One Google is 1 times 10 to the power of 100. Danish says, when I multiply 1.496 times 10 to the power of 11 by 6.68 times 10 to the power of 9, I get nearly 1 Google, because 1.9496 times 10 to the power of 11 times 6.68 times 10 to the power of 9 equals 9.99 times 10 to the power of 99. Is Danish correct? Give a reason for your answer. No, he's not correct. He is wrong. When you are multiplying the powers of 10, so when you're working with the indices here, you add the indices, you do not multiply them. If I was to write this in longhand, 10 to the power of 11 is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 11 times. 10 to the power of 9 is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, 9 times. In total, I will have 20 powers of 10. I have 10 to the power of 20. I do not have 99. We add them up, we do not multiply them. Don't forget, on this question you have a calculator, so you shouldn't be putting in the wrong answer anyway. Just type this in your calculator and you'll see you don't get 9.99 times 10 to the 99, but you do have to explain it to get the mark.